A Shalom, call halal Yahaba Shem Yahweh Shabbat Shem Kadash. Double homage to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect. Uh, yo, man, this Halloween shit. I mean, it's vexing every year, but you know, as the last days roll out, shit just get more dead and drier. But what I noticed, these fucking women, like these dudes is following behind Eve, cause really Eve is the ones that's keeping this shit alive. These women, you know, and because really a woman has like the mind of a child, you know, they don't, like Apostle Carr said years ago, they don't mature past the age of 12. And then if you go into the word parent, the word parent means father. Like, that's where you get the word paternity. A paternity test is a test done to see if it's a man's the father. Then you got the word maternity, that's for mother. So if something needs parental guidance, it actually means it need to be guided by the decision of the father. A woman can't give parental guidance. So that shows you that really the only adult really on a mental maturity mental level is the man, really, if you want to dig deep. But they upholding this bullshit, man. This Isaiah, Salakia, I'm pulling on fumes right now. 9:16, but gotta get the works done. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So these Halloween parties and shit, because right now, it's Halloween fell on a Sunday, but people celebrated the whole fucking weekend. Well, where I'm at, New York City, New Jersey area, they celebrated the whole fucking weekend of Halloween from Friday to Saturday, but they were so burned out from Friday and Saturday. People was like hardly doing anything now. They probably little restaurants, they still got their costumes on and shit. So, but yeah, man, you're not supposed to, people dress up like demons. They're really Halloween, when you go deep into it, it goes back to the old Celtics era with the Druids. And basically, you would have to pay homage or give a treat to the Druids, or they would throw like a hex on your house, man. Or like take your kids or do some voodoo or some shit to you, some witchcraft on you if you don't give them a treat. So that's what that saying go back to. Then you got what Sam Hain, when you watch the old Michael Myers, he had wrote that on when he broke into school, he had wrote that on the chalkboard, Sam Hain, which means summer's end, because Halloween really brings the end of the summer, and that's like a real dark time of the year, because like the bright summer leaving and it's getting cold and chilly. Niggas in the ghetto, they call it grimy season, because people start, that's when the sweaters come out, the expensive coats, the fucking Christmas shopping and all that. So what that attracts is a lot of stick-up kids, and and that's where a lot of like robberies and shit is done during this time of year, But what's heavy it is, we got, right when these holidays roll around, the Lord's holy days roll around, You had Labor Day weekend and shit like that, where we had the feast, the memorial, blowing the trumpets, the atonement, the Feast of Tabernacles. Then they was bringing in, Halloween and Thanksgiving. then you got what? You got the Feast Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication. You know, then you got fucking they got what they celebrate next? Cause I don't even keep up with this shit no more. I hear about a lot of this shit when it's like in front of me, like, oh shit, like it's fucking Halloween and shit. Like I'll be forget. So brothers be in the spirit, or meditating on different things outside of this world. That like a lot of this shit you like forget about until you reminded of it, because it's like right there in your face. Or you hear people talking about it. But it's 1 Thessalonians 5:22. It says, abstain from all appearances of evil. So you ain't supposed to be dressing up like selling fear, man. The Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear, getting spooked out and shit, getting demons put on you. People like that shit, especially these women. See, women, they are very emotional creatures to the point where, they like to feel all emotions. They call it the emotional roller coaster. So they like to feel happy. They like to feel sad. They like to feel threatened. They like to feel like shit. They like to feel scared. They like to feel loved. They is like an emotional roller coaster, like you, and that's why they like the thugs and the bad guys, because they bring them on this emotional roller coaster to where they just unstable, and naturally it's not really, that goes back for them having a lack of a father and a stable man in their life, because it's a wise saying, a woman is a canoe blowing on a large lake. Not blowing, but a woman is the canoe on a large lake, and a man is her anchor. And that first man that's her anchor is her father, and then passed to her husband. But hey, you're not supposed to, be doing that. But these kids, they follow behind their parents, their mother. And Jake, they go into these costumes. This one dude told me, he said, the woman dressed him up like that so you could be a fucking clown. You men need to get some balls. You let these women, these bitches put all this shit on you for their own amusement, just to laugh at you. And at the end of the day, you probably think you're going to get some pussy, so you're going to be their amusement. They going to shit on you, man. Because just how men hate masculine women, women hate feminized men, they going to friend zone your ass and shit on you. So you dudes need to grow some balls. Let me get Isaiah 3:12. One of my favorites. Dealing with like the curses. Isaiah 3:12. As far as my people, children are the oppressors, and women rule over them. Now, Esau is actually a child of our nation that's oppressing us now. However, you do got children, especially in New York, you see it all the time, like the Bronx and shit, little teenagers beating the hell out of these old people, robbing them, stomping them out, just for the hell of it, So, and women rule over them. So, tell them what to do, tell them go to the store, lock them out and all that shit. That's the curses, though. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, to go astray from the Most High, and destroy the ways of thy path. Because we ain't supposed to be doing that shit, man. Get one more. 5:18. But this Halloween, this shit was dead. Wait till Thanksgiving come. That shit gonna be dead, because people don't. What made Thanksgiving pop in the world, people was cooking. Now that generation is getting older and dying off. So these new grandmamas and shit like that's in their 40s and shit, they ain't trying to fucking cook. People is lazy, man. They ain't trying to, and these people, if they did try to cook, they can't fucking cook. They ain't got no skills. People getting shit catered, and, people is lazy, man. So the spirit of Babylon You know, the mirth of the land is gone. And, you know, and people, it's mainly these fucking women, man. They fighting tooth and fucking nail to keep these fucking holidays alive. Hey, I don't know about y'all neighborhood, man. They don't be putting up all them fucking Christmas, like, you know how they decorate the lawn and the houses and all the neighbors. People ain't got the spirit to do that shit no more. People don't got the spirit to wrap gifts. They just give it to you, huh? You know, I bought you this. You know, that fucking Christmas tree. You know, people buy them and they still sell. However, it's not like back in the day, man. The shit is not like back in the day. Shit is dry. Shit is dead. Warn to you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? For the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Contrary to popular belief, because Yahweh Shai coming back with cruelty, wrath, and fierce anger, with heavy judgment. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, and went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Showing you, you're going to be running from what? Judgment to judgment. Because if you flee from a lion and then run into a bear, even if you escaped the lion, you ran into a bear. Or if you escaped the bear, you ran into the house and escaped the bear. You lean on the wall to catch your breath because you're tired. And as you lean on the wall, you set your hand next to a snake then, and the fucking diamondback bite your ass and kill you. So the only way it's going to be judgment out here. You're going from place to place. People going to be looking for refuge, but it ain't going to be nothing except in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? I despise your feast days and will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Because if you check it out, you know, like Christmas, right? It's supposed to be Jesus' birthday. But you people don't even go to church. Some of you do, but you don't get no homage to Jesus. What you do is you be a bunch of fucking phonies in the daytime, right? All y'all come around, hang around each other, talk shit about each other, but y'all be phony in the daytime. Y'all pass around gifts and shit. Then at night, you put the kids up, you put them in bed, then you turn into a fucking demon. You know, smoking weed and fucking, you don't thank Jesus, thank you Jesus for dying on the cross, and y'all don't say none of that. So what you do, you get into the spirit of Saturnalia, which is old Rome, a way of old Rome, and a bunch of orgies and gangbangs, running trains and threesomes and fucking getting high. That's what Christmas is about, especially at night. Jumping to bars and clubs and shit, doing a bunch of wickedness. You know, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though you offer me a burnt offering and a meat offering, I will not accept them. Neither I will regard the peace offering of your fat beasts. Take away from me the noise of thy songs, like the Christmas songs, Jingle Bell, Batman Smell, Robin laid the egg. It's like, nah, I'm just bullshitting. That's what we used to remix that shit as a kid. I'm 36, so those of y'all that familiar, y'all know what I'm talking about. The Batmobile lost his will and Joker ran away. But all them bullshit songs, them Christmas carols, people don't even sing them shits no more. I'm telling you, the spirit of Babylon is fucking dead, man. It's dead, you know? So the Lord don't, he don't want to hear these carols and all this bullshit. So, yeah, I'm going to just drop that for now. I had a couple more articles brothers been posting that I'm going to do some more. A couple of pointers, too, on the mark of the beast on the drop. But, yeah, I'm going to slide up out of here. You know, the spirit jumping live. Sometimes you got to push yourself to do these videos, because if you put them off and keep putting shit off, it'll never get done. So I'm in this 7-Eleven parking lot about to get up out of here. But just wanted to throw that out there. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. Shalom.